ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Namaste my dear friends. In this video I am going to narrate Atma Shakshatkara as explained and revealed by Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi. Atma Shakshatkara means self-realization, that is, realization of our Atma, soul. Now in this photo, Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi is seen sitting in the Arunachala hill, a very big temple known as Arunachaleswara temple in Tiruvannamalai. He is seen sitting near the temple Gopuram. Gopuram, they are the gates of the temple. Question: what is the self referred to in Atma Samastham, fixing it in the self? Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi replies, do you not know yourself? You certainly exist. Or do you deny your existence? The question may arise, who is this self? Only if you do not exist, but you cannot ask anything unless you exist at the same time. Your question shows that you exist. Find out who you are, that's all. Question: I have read many books, but my mind does not turn to the self. Maharshi replies, because the self is not in the books, but it is in you. Reading books makes one learned. That is its purpose, and it is fulfilled. Because by reading books, we can know about Atma. But for realization, we have to sit in the meditation and leaving aside all the thoughts of mundane world. We have to concentrate our mind only on the self, that is our Atma. Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi has given a very correct and up-to-date technique called self-enquiry. This self-enquiry pertains to the awareness of Atma, leaving aside all the universal objects, including our mind, body, ego. Next question: what is Atma Shakshatkara, self-realization? Ramana Maharshi replies, you are the Atma, self, and that Sakshat here and now also. Where is the place for Kara, accomplishment in it? This question shows that you think you are the known self. or you think that there are two selves, the one to realize the other. It is absurd that you identify yourself with the gross body lies at the root of this question. Well, this question arises now. Did it arise in your sleep? Did you not exist then? Certainly you did exist in sleep. What is the difference between these two states that the question should arise now but not in sleep? Now you think that you are the body. You see things around you and you want to see the self in a similar manner. Such is the force of habit. The senses are mere instruments of perception. You are the seer, remain as the seer only. What else is there to see? Such is the state in deep sleep. Therefore, this question does not arise then. Atma Shakshatkara, self-realization, is thus only anatma nirasana, giving up the non-self. The main problem we are facing in self-realization is our identification with our body, mind, and ego. That is the biggest hurdle in the path of self-realization. We have to understand that self is invisible, it is subtle, it is not at all visible, and it cannot be manifested in a physical form. So our Atma and our body are completely, distinctly separate from each other. Till we continue identifying us with the body, mind, and ego, we cannot think of self-realization. Atma Sakshatkar, that is self-realization. Mind and senses try their best to get you immersed in Maya all the time. It is as difficult as making Ganga river to flow back to its source. To make the mind rest on Atma by repeatedly training the mind through Omkara or Gayatri Mantra or Rama Nama Japa, restless mind should be made to concentrate on Atma to achieve peace of mind, happiness, bliss in this life, and also to avoid repeated birth death cycle. Maharshi has given a wonderful technique. Ask, who am I? Here, who stands for query. I stands for ego. M is the existence. That is the truth. So, Ego asks, who am I? When repeatedly ego puts this query to itself, it becomes weaker day by day, and a stage arrives when this ego completely becomes weak and vanishes. Same way our mind, ego, they are originated from Atma, and when they are diverted towards the world, they are having negative energy, they are away from Atma. But when mind and ego they are diverted to go towards Atma, they are purified, and finally they are completely in the sattvic state and becomes part and parcel of Atma. Maharshi says that ask, who am I? Then there is a very simple process. Say affirmations like, I am going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper inwardly to the spiritual heart. I am moving towards the spiritual heart. I have reached the gate of the spiritual heart. Now I am entering the gate of the spiritual heart. I have entered into the spiritual heart, and I find there Brahm is present. There is no difference between Atma and Brahm. Both are same. As Brahm is, as Janma, Azar Amar, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. Similarly, our Atma is also Ajanma, Azar Amar Avinasi, and omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. Atma merges into Brahm and become Brahm himself. Shruti says, Atma va are drashtavya srotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyo. Yajnavalkya tells to his wife Maitreyi that Atma only to be seen, heard, repeated in mind, concentrate on it, take back the mind inside you to Hriday, where Atma is seemingly located. Repeated effort, patience, determination, renunciation, and intense bhakti should take over you. The self is without thought. Make it impossible for the thought oriented mind to think at all, causing the mind to get settled on the self. Let not the mind to think anything else. We have to meditate always on the self, which is beyond the reach of the mind and extolled as the supreme bliss. We have been brought up from our childhood to pray God as if He is outside us, as source of supreme power, and He will grant whatever we pray for. This thought has to be wiped out, and in its place, I am Atma, that is Brahma, I am Shiva, has to be firmly established. All places, all directions, all times are conductive for the sadhana, practice of yoga of self. Differences of caste, social status, gender cannot cause any difference in the progress, knowledge, and experience of this yoga, just as color of milk is white, color of cows many. Now the question arises as to how Antahakarna, mind is able to experience self. Experiencing self is definitely possible, as we have seen many saints talk about that experience, and from their experience, many others are getting guided towards this illumination. Dear friends, I will explain here. See, mind cannot see God, mind cannot see Atma, because mind is gross. God and Atma, they are invisible, they are in the subtlest form. So we have to purify this mind by meditation, concentration, and we have to divert the mind towards spiritual heart and completely destroy it by merging into Atma. So remember, self-realization or the darshan of Atma is possible only by Atma, not by mind. It's a very simple thing. Mind has to be merged into Atma, and Atma only can be able to see Atma. Following sloka from Karika of Sri Gaudapadacharya Shankaracharya's Guru's Guru says, Atma Satyanubhodhina na Sankalpa Yathe Yada Atam Nashtam Tadha Thada Yathi Grahya Bhave Thada Graham. If one gets the knowledge that soul is real, Satya, mind will not give any sense of form, then mind becomes mindless. Mindless means mind is completely destroyed by meditation, by self-inquiry. Amanas, because mind's sensing faculty and its result both will vanish. There is no shape or form to sense when concentrating on self. Hence, mind becomes incapable to grasp or to stick to any form and becomes mindless. We can observe a similar situation during deep sleep also, when mind rests on prana. Thus, in mindless state, everything is seen as Atma only and nothing else, which is called Amanastava. Mind merges in Atma. Then the so called Atma Shakshatkara takes place. In the case of a yogi who has accomplished Kundalini Jagrati, Samadhi state remaining as Atma is easy as mindless state is achieved instantly and repeatedly depending on his duration of meditation and frequency. As mentioned earlier, Atma is always Shakshat, here and now. Kara, accomplishment, is always there, hence irrelevant, as I am only Atma and there is nothing in between blocking it. Word Sakshatkara gives wrong usages as I am experienced by myself. Other forms of worship bathing in holy waters, japa of name, oblations to fire as sacrifice, none of these are needed. Fruits of dharma or adharma, water oblations to forefathers, none these are for him. Highest level of purushartha achievement in human birth is the experience of self. Please note, there is nothing else need be known or achieved other than this. The face of the person who has experienced Atma shines bright and remains peaceful. He is beyond Maya and not affected by it. Maya is the source of all action. No action need be performed. As he is actionless and liberated, he has attained awareness. I will summarize the process of meditation. We take the help of positive affirmations. Sit in meditation, close your eyes, and affirm that all the negative energies are leaving our body, all positive energies and divine energies are entering our body. Our body is being purified, energized, refined, and healing is taking place. Then take the help of Om Kara Japa. Recite Om Japa for 15 minutes. You will be completely experiencing peace of mind and a sort of bliss. Then say, I am going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper to the spiritual heart. After entering the spiritual heart, I merge into Atma. Atma and Brahm are the same. So this way we get complete bliss and peaceful. So this way we can completely make our mind and ego very weak and get peace and bliss. Thank you for watching this video. Namaskar my dear friend. Thank you.